Hey everyone, Justin here with Spikes and Gills. I'm going live with you today because I'm getting ready to go ice fishing. And I'm going to show you the minimal amount of gear that you need to get started if you haven't been ice fishing before, or if you are, but you're not really all that avid at it and you want to get more heavily into ice fishing. This is the minimal amount of gear that you need to go catch fish through the ice. You don't need all this junk that I have. But on a side note, I just want to do a little show and tell. I've got a bear here, some deer I've shot, turkey, snowshoe hare. Oh, look at this bobcat. Got a nice 30. This was a 30-pound male bobcat. Got a full life-size mount of him. And over here I've got, I actually have a mount of a porcupine. Fox, another bobcat mount, coyote howling, and some. This buck here was my first ever deer mount that I did myself. I'm learning taxidermy. I did this. I shot this buck with my bow, and this is the first deer mount I ever did personally. And this one was I actually shot all three of these deer here with my bow. This doe, this buck with my bow, and I shot this bear with my bow, and I shot this buck with my bow here. I shot this buck with my bow, this 8-pointer, this 4-pointer. Shot this little guy, a little 3-pointer here with my bow. Anyway, well, you're here to learn how to learn about gear for ice fishing. So here I've got the Garmin Striker 4. You don't need this for ice fishing, but hey, they're helpful. So, got the little transducer here, the float you put down through the ice hole. And this Garmin Striker 4 has traditional fish finder mode on it, so you can use it to help find fish under the ice. And then you can put it on traditional flasher mode, so you can see your lure when you're jigging through the hole with your lure on your jigging pole, and you can watch if fish is coming up to check out your lure, so you can get ready. And you can see all that on the flasher on the Garmin Striker 4. They're pretty neat. And this little rig here comes with everything equipped to charge the battery in the back. Has a charger with an indicator. It'll indicate orange when charging and green when full, so that's really helpful. And so the battery attaches out back there in the carrying case for the Garmin Striker 4, and it has a pocket to carry your charger and other little gear items that you may need. Has some extra. Oh yeah, this is actually a side door, so you can wind up the cable for your transducer so it doesn't get all tangled and twisted and knotted. And you don't need these either, but these are heated gloves. I've got 2 pair. And these come real handy when ice fishing to keep your hands warm. Your hands get super cold, wet and cold. Dry them off the best you can, and then slip them into side some heated gloves. I got a whole bunch of randoms up here. Oh yeah, well, some real cheap broadheads, only $20 that I shot deer with my bow this past season. The Strike, Vapor Strike cut-on contact. They kind of look like Rage broadheads. They're by Allen. I'm going to be doing a review video on them at some point. But anyways, say bye to the porcupine. Woo! Alright, so what I'm really excited about is the Wind Rider gear that just come in. Oh, here's the first ever black bear mount I ever did. I'm learning taxidermy, like I said. And this bear here, I did so that's the first black bear mount that I ever did. So I did that bear, and then that buck I showed you a little while ago. Those are the first 2 animals I ever mounted for learning taxidermy. Here I'm going to go outside go out into the dark. I can show you this. All right. Now you don't need all this, like I said, for ice fishing. This is just gear I've collected through the years. When I first got started ice fishing, I only had a bucket full of 5 traps that cost me $20 at most, and I had a hand-operated 6-inch auger, and you could actually just use an ice chisel, ice pick too, to open up old holes that other people drilled in previous days and stuff that aren't super frozen yet. Yeah. So you could just flip your bucket upside down after you set up all your traps, sit on the bucket to watch your traps. You can put just four traps up and jig with a jigging pole and a lure. That's really all you need. 5 traps, a bucket to carry all the traps, a little ice scoop, a net, cheap little net for your bait, and you just need another bucket for bait, a little cheapo bucket with a lid, throw your shiners in, and a little hand-powered auger or inexpensive drill-operated auger, like a K-drill that you put on a DeWalt drill. You can get one of them, or just an ice chisel pick and a hammer to pick away at holes that are already pre-drilled. That's really all you need. That's the minimal amount of gear you need to catch fish through the ice. What I've got here by Wind Rider. By Wind Rider, I have a ice fishing suit to open her up. I'm gonna open this box with one of my True knives that I bought. I did a review on 3 different True knives. You can check out that video later after you watch this live video. You can go onto my YouTube channel, Spike Skills YouTube channel, and see the latest upload about the review I did on the True knives. But first, back to ice fishing gear. Let's open up this box real nice and easy. I don't want to cut my suit, so here, let's go like this. There we go. I think I'm through, I think. Oh yeah, almost. A little more. A little more. A little more. I don't want to cut the suit yet. These things are expensive. I think I'm good. I think I can get into her now. Alright, let's check her out. Now by all means, guys, you do not need one of these ice fishing suits to go ice fishing, but it does give you the peace of mind in knowing that if you do fall through, you're not going to sink and get submerged yourself all the way and under the ice. This is going to keep you afloat, your head up above water. It's not going to let you sink. It's going to keep you warm too in the event you do get wet. And it's this is a Wind Rider Boreas ice fishing floating suit. It's waterproof, windproof, keeps you warm when wet, when you get wet, in the event you were to fall in. And it's not super, super heavy. I was actually surprised at how light it actually was when I picked up the box. And these ice fishing suits, a lot of times, they're normally like $200 for the top and $200 for the bottom. So it's about $400 to $500 to buy one of these suits. But I actually got this $100 off. They were doing a sale, the Wind Rider company, and then an additional 10% when I went in to order. So I got it with shipping and all. When it was done, it still was close to $390-ish when I bought it. So we gotta check this puppy out. All right, I'm gonna set you guys down. In a few minutes, I'm gonna be getting into my shed, show you some other gear that I have for ice fishing. We're gonna try on the suit. Alright. See if it fits. I like the color. The color's nice. Wind Rider Boreas ice fishing floating suit. It's supposed to float. They said it's floating. Yeah. It feels like it's gonna be nice and warm. It's got nice tight fitted cuffs underneath the sleeve, so no heat escapes through your arms. And I read that they have like 12 pockets, like an overkill on pockets to carry all your belongings. I need pretty much a whole bunch of gear. It's got all kinds of hand warmer pocket. You can put hand warmers in these pockets here. But this jacket and the pants, they'll float, keep you afloat in the event you were to fall through the ice, and warm when you get wet. Windproof, waterproof. And they actually, the Wind Rider company has a lifetime warranty on these things. All the other companies that sell ice fishing suits don't do the lifetime warranty, so it's the last suit you'll ever have to buy. Nice. Sweet. All right. And then we've got the pants. They have a reinforced knee with padded. That was a selling point for me in buying the suit. I wasn't going to buy an ice fishing flotation suit unless they had padded knees. Reinforced, strong, sturdy knees with pads built in. So I didn't have to carry some sort of knee pad around to kneel on the ice when landing your fish through the hole or dealing with the Garmin and the jigging pole and stuff. I can get right on the ice and not worry about the knees, the old knees here. They have the padding, and they've got the flotation foam in there. Yeah, I can definitely tell that these are extremely buoyant floating pants. And the bibs, they come all the way up. So even just the pants give you a lot of coverage. Added protection against the wind and cold and all that. So with the whole suit on, the bibs and jacket, you're gonna be extremely warm out there in the coldest of temps on the ice fishing. And you're gonna have that peace of mind and knowing that if you do break through, you're not gonna go under. You'll be able to get yourself out and you'll stay afloat. Pretty neat. All right, let's get into the shed. Now I may have issues getting in here because she's been frozen. Oh, I might get through there. But also another thing that I just recently bought, I upgraded jet sleds. I have the one downsize from this. I just bought this for $100. A bigger jet sled. Jet by Chappelle. So this is a beefed up, deeper, longer, wider jet sled. bigger than the one I currently have. And why I bought that, so I could put in all of my gear that I do have and put the covering over it that comes with them, or that you buy separately. Sorry, it doesn't come with them. But I'm gonna put the covering over them that you cinch tight around the edges to hold the gear in, and I'm going to attach it with the little 2-point hitch, little attachment goes to your four-wheeler. I'll be able to attach it to the old four-wheeler here and be able to pull the jet sled with all my gear out on the ice. So this is my four-wheeler. It's my son's little four-wheeler over there. And back here I've got bear baiting barrels. I still have some bait left over in these barrels here. An old tree stand. There's a big old moose. That's gonna be the first moose I'll ever mount. I've got the cape all tanned and almost ready for test fitting on the mannequin. There's the rack back here. I've got to cut the skull cap off where you're supposed to and get them antlers in and drying so I can get them on the mannequin and start mounting my first moose that I'll have ever mounted since I'm learning texture. All right, let's try to get into the shed. Do I have my keys? I'm gonna have to run in the house to get the keys. You can see the rest of this gear. The plan is to go ice fishing tomorrow. I gotta go back into work here in a few minutes to make blueberry wastewater snow. The keys should be hanging right here. All right. Now I never show my house on YouTube videos, but you guys are, I'm not some, yeah, I mean, it's just an average house, average shed, average, well, above average truck, but that's just a down east way, I guess, in Maine. And I don't know if you've noticed, I know I'm sidetracking here a little bit, but bear with me. I have archery targets spread up everywhere. I've got a couple deer targets up there, a block target, a bear target, another bear target over here, and a deer target, and a turkey target. I've got, if I turn this place into like an archery range, and out a backyard archery range before the season. So I shoot my bow every day in preparation for the upcoming archery season on deer. Let's see if I can get into the shed. 17 minutes now. Yeah, I'm almost done. I don't really want to go much past 20, 25 minutes. Oh, look at that, she opened. I'm actually shocked. So let's look inside the shed, see what we got. So we've got here, oh, I got this couple different Ghost Blinds, the Ghost Blind Runner, Ghost Blind Predator, a brand new Ghost Blind Predator up there. All kinds of backpacks, I have fly fishing gear, stands, boots. So, all right, this is the new pack I bought for hunting. Holds a, you can hold a rifle or your bow on that. But underneath all of the hunting gear, here, I do gotta clean all this out. Put the waders over there. So see, I do want to upgrade my boots. I'm just using these insulated knee-high rubber boots with some ice picks that you put around the sole so you don't slip on the ice. I'm using them for boots for now, but I am going to upgrade the boots at some point. I do have the buddy heater and a shelter. Here's the Thunder Bay 3-man ice fishing shelter with a buddy heater so you can have heat, shelter with heat. And I have the old man's, the Fabril ice scoop, an extra long. You can measure your fish with it. So some of the back to minimal gear needed for ice fishing so you get started is you'll need some kind of auger, a hand-powered auger, which I have over here. Where is it? Over here. There's a Jiffy. See, there's the Jiffy hand-powered auger. Right here. There's the handle right here. If you follow it down, you see the auger. It's that's an 8-inch hand-operated auger. You can get them for like 60 bucks brand new or something, 60, 80 bucks, under $100 brand new. That's all you need to drill your holes through the ice. You know, that they're no problem through a foot, 14 inches of ice. You can zip right through them. In my younger days, I could keep up with gas-powered augers with them things on 20 inches of ice, no problem. Or you can just get one of those big long chisel ice pit things that you can just open up holes that are already pre-drilled from days prior from other ice fishermen. And so you need one of them, an ice scoop to scoop out all the slush and ice after drilling the hole or breaking open the hole. And you'll need at least 5 traps, ice fishing traps or tip-ups, and a bucket of some kind. Here's one here. That there was a very inexpensive bait bucket to put shiners in. And then you'll need just a little hand net to scoop out your shiners to bait your hook on your tip-ups. And then that's pretty much just all you need to catch fish through the ice. So an auger of some kind, inexpensive auger, ice scoop, a bait bucket, 5 ice fishing traps. Oh, a bucket, a big, like a 5-gallon bucket to put your traps in and hold your ice scoop and things like that. And then you could turn the bucket over upside down after all the traps are set. Use that as your seat to watch your tip-ups. So yeah, that's the minimal amount you need. But I have, see here, this is my smaller jet sled. I do gotta dig all this out. See, I have see, there's my auger here, attached to a DeWalt drill. So I have a drill powered auger, and that's the 8-inch. And them things work sweet. And then here I've got, this is the high-tech fishing gear bag. In here I have my traps. By all means, you don't need a nice carry little sack or bag like this for your traps. But I have the Laker ice fishing traps in here, and one of my better prized jigging rods. This bag here is actually holding like 5 jigging rods, so I could have 5 jigging rods set up with 5 different lures at all given times. So when I want to switch out, I can just do it real quickly and conveniently. So yeah, so 5 different jigging rods. These side pockets are holding some rods, and there's also a jigging pole right here with all my traps. See if I can close it. Yeah, there's also some lures in here too. So the side pocket holds additional rods. This is the Sonicor 13 fishing jigging poles. I have like 4 of these. I have like the medium action, light, all the different actions. I have heavyweight, medium, lightweight. So yeah, there's some lures already. There's a little lure there already hooked on. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. There's like 4 jigging poles in this one side pocket. You definitely don't need all this. And there's the shelter right there. Alright. So, there you have it. So I've got to... So tonight, or tomorrow morning, first thing, I dig out all this gear, get it all ready and prep for ice fishing tomorrow. I plan on being on the ice tomorrow after making snow tonight. I think we'll be shutting down by midnight with the blueberry snow making. That's to get rid of the water and the basins, the wastewater basins over at the main Wild Blueberry. Get all the wastewater out, take care of, empty the basins, and then I'm going to ice fish the rest of the day tomorrow. That's the plan. But by all means, everybody, you do not need all this expensive gear to get started. Remember, just a bucket with 5 traps, an ice scoop, an expensive hand-operated auger for 60, 80 bucks, or an ice chisel pick, and a little bucket to carry your shiners, and obviously your hooks and weight sinkers and other little odds and ends that you'll need for the traps, stuff like that, and some pliers and hook removers and things like that, and little nail clippers to clip the fishing line, the leader and stuff on the ice traps. Just little things like that. But other than that, it's all you need to get started. You don't need these $400 suits and these $300 drill powered augers, and you don't need these $100 jet sleds and, you know, $10,000 four-wheelers and all that stuff. And by all means, you don't need $400 shelters. Just dress extremely warm, have your hand warmers. Just go out, pick your days. Probably don't go out on the high windy days. You know, try to hit the ice when it's 20 degrees or above and very minimal wind and nice clear sunny day so you don't freeze, and just enjoy yourself. Have fun, catch fish through the hard water. But obviously by having all this additional extra gear, it could get you out there in inclement weather. I mean, I could go fish in 40, 60 mile per hour winds. I already have this shelter of mine. I can anchor down on the ice so it doesn't blow away in 60 mile per hour gusts. And I have the buddy heater to go in there, the shelter, heat it up, give me some heat. And I can stay out there all day long and all night in real inclement weather and bad weather. I've been ice fishing and like a blizzard that turned to rain, and there was high winds, 40, 50 mile per hour gusts and driving rain, and I stayed extremely toasty warm, jigged up some brook trout through the ice hole in the shelter. So you don't need all that. So anyways, I'm gonna get after it tomorrow. Hopefully get on the hard water, catch some fish. Hey, all of you, have fun out there, be safe, God bless, and go catch yourself some fish. See you next time.